What is up, Scar, and I'm bringing you a very final Sword and Shield video. You might be wondering why I'm doing this yet again, and that is because I kept my promise on making a prediction video when it comes to the map breakdown. Even though the other one said finale of Pokemon Sword and Shield breakdown analysis, I don't know if you would consider this a breakdown analysis. I guess so. I'm pretty sure I called it that in the past. But this is a prediction of how the gameplay will go out, I should say. And even though the game came out, I've still have yet to play it, and I'm not gonna play it until this video is uploaded. I'll play it like this weekend or something. Like, my roommates are playing it at the moment. And I have came across a few spoilers, but not enough to really kill the game for me, pretty much. You'll take a look at the map right here, and I'm pretty much gonna predict how the gameplay is going to be. All the spoiler stuff that I know, it's not exactly too spoilery, but we'll get to it when we come across it, pretty much. And by the way, about the whole finale Sword and Shield thing, like, I uploaded it and I scheduled it for 2 p.m. but for some reason it just uploaded then and there, because I usually do it at the nighttime, and I guess the saving settings didn't fully save, and that's why I just uploaded out of nowhere, so I can't really even promote it. But enough about that. There is this video right here. When it comes to predictions, I really want to say that I'm fairly good at them, because there was that Sun and Moon prediction when I did the whole map thing, and I was right for the most part, except for the excruciating detail that there was, like, you know, no gyms, therefore no gym leaders, so I was off on that. But if you want to consider the Z-move thing, then I'd be pretty right on, with a couple of them being wrong. So fairly accurate, so I'm willing to see how well I do on this time, so wish me luck. The first town that we're in this town right here. We start off from the house on the left, and I believe that the rival's to the right, pretty much, because he has like the little battlefield. And when the gameplay arises, I'm not sure if there's going to be a high action gameplay trailer with legendaries or whatever, something very interesting happen. You know, similar to like Sun and Moon, like with the whole Aether team, the Aether Foundation, there's that going on. I don't know if there's going to be a similar version of a opening trailer to Sword and Shield. But regardless, I do know that it will open with this Wooloo. Pretty much what's going to be throughout this whole video is about screenshots that I saved for myself, and other screenshots too, because I know about the wild area, and that there's like a virtual way of looking at all the places, so I'm really well aware of the area that they have to offer. Now, we do have like this forest to the left side. I don't think you can actually access there yet. I'm pretty sure like the guy won't let you go through there, or something's gonna be blocking your path. It's gonna be like a hazard of some sorts. But your rival trainer's gonna be like, oh man, my brother's here. He's at the professor's house, so we should go head over there. So, you know, we go head over to this, across the bridge, past the windmill and stuff, and then going to these buildings right here. But this is the first town, pretty much. We already seen the first town. If you look at all these screenshots right here, walking throughout the whole thing, and then all the way towards the end of the bridge. By the time we go all the way continuing onward, it's actually a certain path, which I don't really know how they're gonna fill in for time, or if it's as long as it looks, but it looks pretty lengthy to get there. Regardless, once you get to the professor's house, like, if I did initially thought there was going to be 2 separate professors. I'm not exactly wrong, because there's the professor's assistant, and professor assistants also count as professors, so I guess I'm not totally wrong, but I thought it was going to be more so offense and defense, and it doesn't look like they're rivals against each other, you know, since she's like, you know, the granddaughter or whatever it was, or the daughter or something like that. I'm pretty sure they're very compliant with each other. Still not sure what they're studying, but there's a lot of agriculture stuff, so I want to say, besides ingredients, because I don't think that would be really a true professor, I think she wants to study the soil of Galar, like something about the soil when it comes to that. I'm saying that because of the pedestals that they're having throughout the whole region, and what I was saying about like the Pokemon on the hillside. I feel like that's what she's studying, the soil of it and how it affects other plants and differentiating from another one or whatever, she will give a Pokemon to you and you get to choose pretty much. So you could go begin the Pokemon League, or like that Pokemon League journey pretty much, because Leon is trying to go against all comers and he wants to see what you pretty much got. So it's you versus Hop. Whatever starter that you choose, he'll have the weaker version against, and then you guys battle pretty much. And then there's gonna be like the big old tutorial, right, where they're gonna be trying to tell you how to do stuff and how to catch Pokemon. And I think this screenshot, because I really don't think the champion Leon is gonna straight up battle you, but I think the whole reason he's throwing a Pokeball is because he's doing a tutorial on catching a Pokemon. That's my guess for that. I'm pretty sure what the next thing to do is pretty much when they're walking back, they're gonna go to this train station and head to the next town. I don't really see of another way of getting there pretty much. There's still that hazard on that forest, because I didn't really consider the forest before because I thought it was gonna be ahead. You go to the train station, there's the cutscene that'll take you pretty far away, and it stops you right here, and they give you the option whether you want to go to the wild area or not, or maybe not yet, but I'm not sure about that yet. I still think that they're gonna go to the train station and the opening cutscene, which is something I completely forgot. You know that Welcome to the World of Pokemon stuff, like for that opening scene? Yeah, it's this one right here where he's introducing the Cufant. I wanted to say that's where Champion Leon was like gonna show off his Charizard. It could be that, I'm not exactly sure. And that he's like bringing in all the gym leaders. I'm really debating whether it's that point or if it's this point after you get the starter Pokemon and then you go over to the town in one of the stadiums, and then they introduce and qualify you to take on this league and get your jersey number or whatever. Because I'm really thinking which one is it pretty much, whether it's that one when he's showing off taking on all comers, or if it's this one when he has his jersey. Regardless, you're gonna go to the stadium and qualify to really contend to go against all the Pokemon gyms. And there was a rumor, I don't know if this is a fact or not, that there was 12 things to take care of and that there's like a smaller league and a bigger league. I don't think that's the case. It could just be 8 gym leaders. I could be wrong. I haven't really heard of anything else, anything beyond 8 gyms, so I'm just gonna bet on 8 gyms still. There was this screenshot where Hop has the jersey on, and I think it's this scene right here where he's talking about it. I just don't know which city they're talking in. It might be just the Industrial Revolution town. Again, I could be wrong. Eventually you're gonna come back and then you get the option to go explore the wild area. Now it's not exactly a spoiler, but I do know people that tried exploring the wild area and not getting to the first gym more than 5 hours because they were so busy in the wild area. I don't think they were aware that they could just go gym to gym, but I've been hearing that the gym is back to back. The first gym I'm willing to bet is the grass gym, because not only was I spoiled on that, but I kind of figured regardless, that's just was my guess anyway. I'm pretty sure Gossifleur is like, to evolve into Eldegoss is like a stone. I don't think it evolves pretty early onward. Okay, I see the town. It's pretty ahead actually. The train goes all the way past the Steam Town and then to this over here. Jesus. I see the gym and it's right by the hillside with the secret Pokemon. I don't know if I should say what it is. I'm just gonna say it this because I already saw it through leaks. So if you don't want me to tell you what the name is, then skip 5 seconds or something. I'll put it in the eye or I don't know, something like that. His name is Eternus. It's the hillside. That's where they're gonna give you a brief thing with some tourists right there. You know, it's gonna be great. And you could explore the town and then take on Milo, the first gym leader. Now, the second gym leader, I am aware that you go across all the way to the right and head over to face the second gym leader, which is Nessa. Now, there was 2 other gym leaders that is switching on and off on Sword and Shield, and that is Bia and Alistair, but I don't think that's till later on. But I'm willing to bet that they're going to complete the trilogy by having Grass, Water, and then Fire type on the 3rd gym. Now, let me take a look at the town if I could find it. Actually, I'm starting to think that the forest, it won't be blocked off until you beat the Pokemon Gym. Or, not the Pokemon Gym, but the Pokemon League. I guess meanwhile I could talk about the wild area, because you could just go there at any point in the game after you get qualified to go against the gyms. But these are all the pictures right here pretty much. Like, I pretty much saw most of it. And it is pretty interesting that you could go explore and catch like in certain areas like ghost type Pokemon and water type Pokemon, and that's usually on the south end. And of course, like the first couple route Pokemon such as Bunnelbees and Pikachus and stuff like that, Gossifleurs. And then there's the left side where you could catch a little bit more Pokemon. But the north side is a little bit more interesting because there's the desert end with this bridge, and apparently Tyranitar and Duraludon's rivals because they always go against each other no matter what. Every time I see them together, they're just fighting. It's like, calm your cheeks, my guy. Like, it's not that big of a deal, okay? But yeah, I'm having trouble finding the third gym because I'm pretty sure it's fire type, but I see like where the fourth gym may be. I'm still willing to bet it's the fire type gym. It could be in the smack dab in the middle of this castle town, I guess. But that's a dragon. Like, I'm not entirely sure if there's gonna be a dragon gym that early for third gym. I mean, there has been like independent games that have dragon gyms fairly early onward, but I still want to say that the fire type gym is coming up. Like, I know that there's going to be a dragon gym. That's just a guess of mine. I don't know that for a fact. But the fourth gym, regardless whether you have the sword or shield, this is the fourth gym. It's against Alistair and Bia. Now, as for the fifth gym, it's up here on this forest where you could get Galarian Ponytas and some Impidimps and stuff like that. Maybe Impidimp Evolution and then all the other kinds of Pokemon. It would be a perfect place for that mushroom Pokemon. I'm forgetting its name, and Shiinotic or whatever. But this does look like a gym on its own right. It looks to be perhaps a fairy gym because it's very fairy-ish over here. So that would be the fifth gym, and I already know this because, but this what I would have guessed regardless is going to the icy place, and that's where the sixth gym will be. And I see this rocky place right here too, which is very interesting. But the sixth gym is gonna be the ice gym, and I know that this is the spoiled thing that I was told about, that there's a seventh gym that is the dark type, which I don't see outright any other shaped gyms, which is why I'm kind of lost on like the whole thing. As for the eighth gym, that's when I want to say it's the dragon gym. I really want to say that the dragon gym is definitely the eighth gym. So the first gym, grass; second, water; third, fire, perhaps, maybe. There was a guy that looked like he was an electric type gym leader, but I don't know, because I could swear I saw a blonde dude somewhere in there. Fourth gym, either fighting your ghost, depending on your versions of game, that's what it really depends on. Fifth gym, fairy type; sixth gym, ice; seventh gym, dark type; and then the eighth gym, dragon type. Or maybe it's not dragon type, who knows? It could be. I feel like I'm wrong there somewhere. Like, I really want to say there might be an electric type and maybe even a flying type gym somewhere in there. Regardless of the fact, the train station ends all the way up here where it seems to be the Pokemon Gym. Or not the Pokemon Gym, the Pokemon League with this really big old skyscraper. Now, I didn't really say too much about the story. There is, of course, other rivals that you'll go along the way that you meet pretty early onward that also contended with becoming a qualifying opponent to fight against all the Pokemon gyms, which is of course this guy, I'm forgetting his name. Whereas this guy and Marnie, pretty much. What I noticed is inside this building, so it makes me think that this is where you make it official, where you want to contend to go against the Pokemon like gyms pretty much, because they make it super official in this game. At least that's what it seems like. That's where I get the feel. And of course, like those football fans, you get that die-hard fans that will hurt you if you even talk the slightest smack about their favorite team or their favorite person, which in this case is Marnie, because Team Yellow is all about the Marnie fan club, right? So they battle you no matter what, and they're cheering her on because this is, like I said, a different feel to it when it comes to the Pokemon League, where they want this person to defeat Leon. They want to see Marnie versus Leon, and like no one really cares about this guy, but that's where Team Yell, every time they see you, every time that you win a gym, they're gonna be like, hey man, that's Marnie's thing or whatever. And of course you'll battle like Marnie and this guy, I'm forgetting his name. There was that coal mine, I'm pretty sure it might be early game. Like, this map doesn't really do me pretty good justice, but I do remember the trainer battling him in one of these coal mines, which I'm guessing should be by the Steam Town, but I don't know where. It could be here, and I still have yet to know where that Diglett place is at, because there might be another Diglett tunnel, or it might not, I don't know, but the place isn't that obvious. Oh, it's right here, dude. What the heck is right by the fourth gym, the fighting type and the ghost gym? I didn't notice that before. It's like right here with the face. I do see like a Pokemon battlefield right by where the dragon thing is. Oh, actually, yeah, it's right by the Steam Town. It's like right here throughout, like next to the railroad. It's just because I thought there was a railroad here. And this mountain is where the coal mine is, or whatever it is. So yeah, pretty much. So just start from the top. Like I said, you get your starters, or you meet your rival. You go to the professor's house. You get your starter. You get tutorial with Leon by catching a Pokemon. You take the train. You qualify to become an official Pokemon trainer for the Galar Pokemon League, and then you start, whether you go into the wild area or you go to the first gym, being this town on the hillside, then go to the second gym over here on the dock side, by crossing this bridge. More likely that you'll battle hop on this bridge, by the way, and heading to the third gym, which I still am not clear on where that is, so I'm more likely 100% wrong when it comes to that, but it feels like it's incomplete trilogy if they don't put it there, so it'd be kind of weird. It's not impossible, right? Regardless, the 4th and 5th gym is in the corner. You go over there and continue northwest, and I'm pretty sure you're really encouraged to take the train back, I'm sure. All the train stops aren't completely obvious on where all they go, so I'm going to look at that carefully actually. Regardless of the fact, you are eventually going to go to this ice place, take on that gym to get your 6th gym badge, and then you go back and take on the dragon gym, and then fully go to the final descent to the train station to take on the Pokemon League. So first gym grass type, second gym water type, third gym fire type, or it could be thunder type. That's a little iffy for me. Fourth gym fighting type / ghost type. We already know that these two go ahead and co-align, and we know that they're in the game. Fifth gym, fairy type gym. Sixth gym, which I already know for a fact is a ice type gym. And seventh gym, again, we already know for a fact that it's a dark type gym. At least it was already spoiled to me. Like, a roommate had already told me about this. I didn't want them to, but they did, unfortunately. And the eighth gym is the dragon type gym. As for the Elite Four, I have no idea. Now, for the types that hasn't been named, I'm gonna, since I wanted to have a flying type gym, I'm just gonna say one of the Elite Four members is gonna be flying type. Another Elite Four member, considering on all the other types, maybe poison type will be another Elite Four member. Rock type, perhaps? And then steel type would be the fourth one. Something there doesn't really make sense in my head, because I don't know, like, I feel like there's other qualifying Elite Four spots to throw in there. But regardless, Champion Leon, even though he has a Charizard, I don't think he's a fire type user or a flying type user, and I don't really think he's a dragon type user, so he's going to be using all types of Pokemon. So that is going to be it for this video. Now we're going to go back to our regular scheduled thing. If there's anything else to talk about when it comes to Sword and Shield, another prediction here, but it might be pertained to, like, about the whole DLC thing. I don't know, but it's going to be the final one. This is more so a prediction video. It's not really a breakdown analysis, or you might consider it. I don't know, but I kept my promise by having a prediction video. So if you like this video, don't forget to press that like button. If you really like this video, please consider subscribing. If you haven't considered subscribing yet, please watch another one of my videos. If I play the video games, and if you like playing video games, you might like my stuff. With that being said, in the next videos, we're gonna have our regular schedule stuff, which is Pokemon Prism and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's it. It's a completed Sword and Shield breakdown analysis playlist. Again, unless we're gonna be talking about DLC, but chances are we might not. I don't know. Anyway, you've been Scarbo the Knight. I'm out!